This podcast is part of the Big Heads Media Podcast Network. Go to bigheadsmedia.com for more great podcasts.
Welcome to this week's Half Hour Haunts. I'm Steven. Once again, here with me is some fellow you might know named Kyle.
A.K.A. Klondike, A.K.A. Kylie,
Beth.
Kylie Beth.
Yep.
How y'all doing?
I didn't hear anything. Must be doing okay.
Yeah.
So what are we talking about today, Kyle?
Man, this week on the third episode of Half Hour Haunts, we are covering...
Well, I don't know if it's the third, but...
Oh, you're not going to put it out the third?
No.
No, well, it's the third in the sequence of recording.
Sure.
We are covering Brotherly Love, Season 1, Episode... One of them.
Maybe 8, but I'm not sure.
I don't know either. It's titled Witchcraft, though. It's the Halloween episode. I know you're surprised. Oh my God, they're covering a Halloween episode on Half Hour Haunts? What? But we are.
We are.
Yep.
And this episode opens up with some lovely Halloween music that Kyle suggested maybe we use as an intro tune, but
yeah.
I'm sure by now you've heard that it's not the same, so I didn't listen to him. And we have I'm going to say an Evil Dead-ish kind of camera work in this.
Yeah, where it's kind of climbing, I guess you could say.
Goes into the garage, up to the living room here. And we find Andy, and he's watching Tales from the Crypt, which we will probably cover or have already covered at some point.
That shit was hot back in the day, huh?
Tales from the Crypt?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess so. I'd never really thought about it, but it definitely popped up on a few things.
I watched it on broadcast television. Was that what it was originally aired on, or was it HBO?
I think it's HBO.
Oh, okay. I must have got the tail end then when it was just put on broadcast or something.
Why do you think it was hot?
Well, just because it's on Brotherly Love. And
yeah.
Like Crypt Keepers, like you said, has been on different things.
Yeah. Very interesting. Maybe we can get Crypt Keeper on here one day.
Oh, shit. Wouldn't that be great?
I know some people. We'll see what we can do. So yeah, Andy's watching Tales from the Crypt. The Crypt Keeper begins talking to Andy. Andy tells him about the episode, which, that's what Crypt Keeper does. He kind of gives a rundown of what's going to happen here.
An overview.
Boils and ghouls. What are you doing here? He lets them know that this one's going to be about 3 brothers, and basically they're going to get more out of Halloween than they might expect.
In Philadelphia.
Yeah.
That's what he did, for sure. You don't believe me? Watch the fucking ep.
Yeah, Season 1, Episode 7 or 8 or 9 or 10, Brotherly Love, Witchcraft. And Andy's like, that sounds scary. And Crypt Keeper's like, and warm and funny, too. And I call it Must Scream TV, which when I was watching this, I took these notes a long time ago. I was like, I should have called the show that.
Must Scream TV?
Yeah.
Crypt Keeper probably would have came back and just tore you a new asshole with quips and quick wit.
Yeah.
That's the only thing that hasn't aged on the Crypt Keeper is his fucking wit.
That's true. Then after that, it leads us into our intro. The Brotherly Love intro, which is just fan-fucking-tastic.
Yeah, Joey Lawrence, right? Singing it?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Just a vocal wizard, really.
He's hitting those Michael Jackson vibes there, isn't he?
I don't know what he's doing, but he's doing it. And he's doing it well. Dare I say, one of the best intros to a TV show.
Yeah.
At least song-wise.
It's good. Like, I didn't remember it, though. Because, in the past, with our other show, Board Meets World, we kind of had like a Patreon for a minute.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the special episodes we covered was Brotherly Love.
Yeah.
And I didn't remember the opener, but yeah, like you said, it's pretty iconic, right? Or are you just being sarcastic?
Stuck with me anyways.
Yeah.
I mean, I remember the words, so there's that.
Okay, so yeah.
That leads us to Lou and Joey.
Mm-hmm.
And they're talking about their Halloween plans. And Joey's like, what are you going to do? Jump on a broomstick?
And then she makes a joke. What was her joke?
Something about hollowing out his head and putting a candle in it.
But somebody beat me to hollowing out your head.
And Joey once again says, well, what are you going to do? Jump on a broomstick? I'm not sure if Joey's the brightest.
No. And she breaks it down. She's like, I get it. You're trying to be funny by calling me a witch. Do you know why men call witches or call women witches? And he goes, because kids are in the room.
You got to enjoy, kid shows that throw in that secret humor in there.
That's how you grip those parents, you know?
Mm-hmm. That's what keeps me watching.
Because parents aren't going to be caught dead watching something like Goosebumps where they just want to spank the kid that's throwing the candy at the mom.
Maybe all parents aren't like you.
Maybe. I'm not a parent, though.
I hate to see the day.
Really?
Kid's going to be abused.
What? You really think I would abuse my child?
You want to abuse everyone else's?
That's their kids, though.
Ah, that's fair.
Yeah.
Bitches, witches. What's the diff?
About made me cough up my TNT over here.
Actually, Lou gives us a rundown of Halloween, and do you remember how that went?
Something about he's scared shitless of the sound of music. I remember that part.
Well, that was Lloyd.
Lou. Oh, sorry. I always get them mixed up.
It's kind of a...
Yeah.
Well, I'm not even going to say it.
Well, Lou is talking about the mysticism of it and how, on Halloween, like women's, like power.
They get a powerful energy, and...
I just thought it was low-key Lou talking about being on her period during Halloween. I don't know.
Interesting theory.
Yeah.
You could be on something. We'll find out. Yeah, she believes that, and Joey said, well, some people believe Vanilla Ice just taking time off.
Even in 95, Vanilla Ice was out of his peak.
Yeah.
Is that crazy to think about?
I don't know, but...
You don't do much thinking on it, do you?
Oh, no.
Ice, baby.
Just a sick burn on Vanilla Ice, though. I don't know if that was necessary or not.
He's a rival of Joey Lawrence.
He's probably owed an apology.
Did he have any other hits besides Ice? He had Ninja Turtle song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's right.
That's a banger of a movie.
Yeah. Banger of a song, too.
Yeah.
Go Ninja, go Ninja, go Ninja, go.
Yeah, you're not even drunk and you're over here singing the Ninja Turtle song.
Of course. It's good. They talk about, spiritualism.
Yeah. Mysticism.
Yeah. Lou's just rambling on. And Joey's like this, where he's like, do you choose your words or just kind of throw them out there like dice?
That's pretty good, right?
Joey was killing it this episode, I gotta say.
Yeah, I mean, the wit, the way he looked.
Oh, yeah.
Like, if I had taken any notes for this, which I don't know if you noticed, there's no notes.
Looks blank. Okay.
Yeah. I was just fully immersed in the episode, but like I was looking at this and I was like, dude, if I could look like Joey Lawrence in his early 20s, couldn't ask for much more.
What about the vocal stylings as well?
I just get to the looks, and we're on asking for more later.
That'd be enough, huh?
Yeah, okay. They're like, okay, you've already gotten a lot here.
Yeah, he was blessed.
Yeah.
Must be nice. Then we see Mom, a.k.a. Claire, and she gets a phone call, and she's invited to a Halloween party, but she's too busy. Yeah. I'm using air quotes over here. Yep. Joey looks around, nothing's going on, reading a magazine.
Yeah, the shop is slow at this point because Joey's just kind of sitting on his ass looking at a magazine. He's like, I'm swamped.
Yeah. He's like, I know I could use a break.
Yeah.
Joey tries to talk her into it. Just go, you have fun. You haven't done anything in, a year since Daddy died. Rest in peace.
You need to get out, man. Claire.
Yeah, she's like, I haven't been to a party since the funeral. Well, not that it was a party, but, I got dressed up and talked to people and stuff.
They had dip and,
Joey says it's time, but then there's a problem. What about Andy?
Yeah.
She takes Andy out for trick-or-treating every year.
Joey's like, it's no problem, Claire. I got no plans. I'll take him. She's like, well, who's going to watch the house? Matt comes in. He's got no plans. He's sad. And he's like, Joey goes, well, there you go, Claire.
Yeah, you're covered.
Yeah.
Well, first she's like, man, don't you want to go trick-or-treating? And he says, I'm 15, and when am I supposed to go? The biggest dweeb in Philly? Of course, Joey says, you already got the costume.
That wit.
Got him.
Oh, zinger after zinger.
So then we're going to jump to Claire, and she's trying to figure out her costume for the Halloween party here. She tries a witch. Andy is her audience, by the way.
Yeah.
Witch.
He's not into it. It's not original enough.
Kitty cat.
Not into it.
Devil.
What did he say?
Not scary enough.
Not scary enough.
Clown.
I mean, does anybody... What? God. What did he say?
Too scary.
Too scary.
Clown from hell. She puts the horns back on.
And Andy goes, fucking subterranean deep over here. He's like, aren't they all from hell?
Is that true?
I don't know. Have we talked about... Well, no, because this is the third fucking episode. Are you afraid of clowns?
What do you think?
Fuck no. I think you love them.
Yeah. Whoop whoop.
Yeah.
Are you afraid of clowns?
No.
What if it was a scary clown?
I just get slightly kind of creeped out when they ask if I want to cross streams. So
I can see that kind of be off-putting.
It's not so much a scare thing as a boundary issue. It's
want to cross streams?
Yeah. No.
That was a great night. So he tells her that she needs to be free and think for herself and come up with her own original idea for a costume here. And so she asks what he's going to be, and he's going to be a ghost. Casper. Spider-Man as Casper.
Yeah. Because she has a block for each one of these. Like, well, there's going to be a lot of ghosts. It's not really original. I'm going to be a friendly ghost. And she goes, yeah, Casper is probably going to be a million of them. Because I think the feature film starring Christina Ricci came out around this time. Casper.
Okay.
Which is what I'm just guessing. I didn't do any research on it.
No, you didn't?
No, man.
That's crazy.
But he's like, yeah, but I'm going to be a friendly ghost who's Spider-Man underneath.
Yeah. Brilliant.
Yeah.
Much like that Goosebumps episode we covered, The Haunted Mask, where the kid had the cardboard thing going to make himself a tall ghost.
Yeah, if I got to be a cheap-ass ghost, I'm going to be the tallest cheap-ass ghost on this block.
A lot of original ghost costumes that I've never even thought about until we watched these episodes.
Yeah, well, it's no ninja.
Well,
can't all be like Klondike Kyle over here.
Well, Andy's going to go talk to his imaginary friends and come up with some ideas for Claire.
Yeah.
Maybe naked.
Yeah, all of this spells naked because it goes over well for me, but as he says, yeah, you go on.
What's he say?
He's like, it went well for me, but it's going to look different on you.
Yeah, just a little bit. Let's see here. Joey comes in. Claire's going on about how she can't do it. It was fun when I went with your dad. He was creative with costumes, blah, blah, blah. For instance, he put a cardboard box over his head, and he was the 11 o'clock news, and I had a remote, and I just had to turn the channels.
That's all I had to do is click the channels.
You liking that one?
Oh. As far as the dad's costume or her costume?
The dad's, yeah. Well, I mean, the combo, I suppose.
It's cute.
It's cute?
Yeah.
Have you done a couple's costume?
Not yet. We need to, though. We've talked about it.
For instance, what have you discussed?
We discussed doing Princess Peach and Mario.
I could see that.
Right? Because I'm short and greasy, and she's tall and blonde-ish. We've discussed doing... there's been other ones, man. I can't think of them.
Maybe we should go. You'd be Mario and I'd be Luigi.
Oh, that'd be good, too. And Zach could be Toad. Because he's a chode already.
Maybe Bowser.
Oh God, he'd make a great Bowser, wouldn't he? What would Brandon be? Stud.
Yeah, just Joey Lawrence.
Joey Lawrence, pretty much. Yeah, all American male. Can't take that boy anywhere.
Well, we got some bad news coming up here because Matt actually did get invited to the party by the cutest girl in school. If you watched any Brotherly Love, you might remember that Matt seemingly has a list of like the cutest or the seventh cutest or like whoever in school.
He's very detail oriented.
Is he? Is he like a
That's just a very PC way of me saying he's very fucking weird.
Weird. What's another thing like what am I trying to think of here?
On the spectrum?
No, not on the spectrum of greatness.
Damn, that's
a deep cut.
Yeah, that's a callback that nobody will get.
Like a fuck it. Never mind.
No, you got it. You got to keep going.
No,
Smart.
I don't have it. Smart? No, not smart. It's like a disorder kind of thing.
Asperger's.
No.
Autism.
Like you have to have everything in like order or something.
OCD.
Yeah, something like that perhaps.
Compulsive disorder.
Yeah. There you go. I knew the both of us could get it.
Yeah, between our two genius brains over here.
But unfortunately, he already promised he would be at home handing out the candy. And Lloyd lets him know that this is a very sacred tradition here, handing out the candy. And he's been waiting how long?
Lloyd, he's over 30.
Mm-hmm.
So he said 30 years or something like that, which is kind of depressing because we're in our 30.
Mm-hmm.
And we don't look like Lloyd. Well, you don't look like a Lloyd. I don't either. Please don't quit listening.
But Lloyd has another tradition. He watches The Sound of Music.
Yeah, because it's the most terrifying film in existence, as far as he's concerned. Because what was it? The Hills, what?
The Hills Are Alive.
Yeah. Which makes me think of The Hills Have Eyes. Did you ever see that, the remake?
Yes.
What did you think?
That's okay.
Is that right?
It's not my favorite,
favorite
type of movie, I guess.
Just nasty, really, isn't it?
Freak you out?
No, I was just kind of grossed out by it.
Have you seen The Sound of Music?
Bits and pieces. Like I saw that woman running up the hill singing, grabbing her dress.
Was it scary?
I mean, this crazy German bitch running at me. I kind of want her to slow down a little bit. But.
Wait, what?
What?
Not really. What'd you say?
This is TNT talking.
Ah, gotcha.
But, no, it did scare me. It's funny, though. Like, I get why he's saying it. I popped when I was a kid because I remember him dropping that line and me, like, almost pissing myself laughing.
Really?
Yeah.
You remember this episode?
Yeah, I do.
Well, I guess we should say you've watched and enjoyed Brotherly Love before.
I did, but I couldn't remember the opening intro. But I do remember the show, and I remember it fondly because my mother and I think my brother, too, watched it.
I suggest firing up like Napster or something. Maybe getting the MP3.
Napster? Was this fucking 1999 over there?
Of the Brotherly Love intro song. Fantastic. Yeah, we're kicking it old school here. Talking about old shows.
Did your family use Napster at all back in the day?
My family?
Yeah. Your whole family, the whole clan. The clan DOS.
I think I was the only person to use the computer in my family.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I wasn't allowed to use a computer when we got one.
Really?
Yeah, it was my dad and then to a lesser extent my mom.
Did they have a fucking clue of what they were doing?
I mean, they seemed like they did. They were on it a lot.
Just banging on it like, how's this fucking thing work?
If dad wasn't like downloading music or playing like some kind of like elf bowling game, it was mom on there playing Oregon Trail. So
Oregon Trail. I would love to watch your mother play Oregon Trail.
Yeah. I'd be like, oh, my kid died. Good thing it was Kyle, not Zachary.
So then we see Andy and Joey. They're about to head out. Andy can't talk because he's Spider-Man. Because he can't talk because he's embarrassed to beg for candy. He asks Joey what his costume is, and well, he's going as the only way to the mall for Andy.
Yeah.
That's a great costume, kid. Or brother, or whatever.
That's a great costume, brother. Let me tell you, Mean Gene. I'm just kidding.
Then we see Lloyd, and he's kind of giving tips to Matthew on how to hand out candy. Give us a rundown on that.
He's basically telling Matt, I'm paraphrasing, of course, but like, hey, you got to ration this stuff out. Just because you don't want to have someone come up at the end of the night and just get like a little snippet of candy.
Mm-hmm. And by the way, I get off at work at 9.
By the way, I'm done working on the car at 9. I'll be up to get what you got left.
Joey is like, hey, this is nice of you, Matt, to do this for your mom so she can go out finally, blah, blah, blah. And he asks, you're not scared to be home alone, are you? And then Andy pulls a little...
What does he do? Something like that?
Yeah.
Oh, God, that was loud as shit, wasn't it?
That's okay. And then, of course, Lloyd's like, well, it wasn't until now. Because Andy scared him.
Oh.
With his cackle.
Yeah. Oh, wow. I'm sure the neighbors were like, what the fuck are they doing over there? Just drinking and laughing.
Then Mom comes down, and she's going to show off her costume here. Kyle got it immediately, so good for him.
Yeah, it's because I remember that from the...
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and I have a... If you have listened to any of our other podcasts, I have a very big appreciation of, like, quirkiness and just cheesiness. Mm-hmm. And her costume was, like, perfect. It's bubblegum stuck to a chair.
Yeah, okay, so if you can't see the episode, picture a woman. She's got a chair. Underneath the chair is a pink helmet.
Yeah, a hard hat. Yeah.
Which she straps onto her head here. And then she's wearing, let's say, like a pink sweatshirt, sweatpants kind of deal. Some little pink slippers. Mm-hmm. So she has gum that's been chewed up and stuck underneath the chair.
Which I think is awesome.
Awesome?
Yeah.
I don't know if I'd go that far, but I'll give her a thumbs up on creativity. Way to go.
Yeah.
She could have been like every other girl dressed like a slut for Halloween.
Oh, man.
Was that too far?
A little bit.
Oh, my bad.
Don't slut shame, man.
Oh, my apologies.
Yeah.
But really,
dude,
let's be honest.
Ain't a damn thing wrong with it.
And Kyle's in trouble.
She won't listen to this.
So we jump to the party with Claire, and let's just say they aren't as quick as Kyle, and they don't understand what the fuck she's supposed to be.
Yeah. And she's like explaining it to this woman. She's like, oh, cool. Want me to take your hat?
Then we jump to Joey and Andy, and they're walking down the sidewalk here, headed to the mall.
Yeah.
Joey's giving Andy a little advice about watch out for your candy, strangers, blah, blah, blah. Then we see Matt, and he gets a little phone call.
Yeah.
And he gets an update on the party.
Yeah.
You remember what the update was?
Was it,
you just drunken bastard.
He heard the 3 most precious words he could hear.
That happened way earlier.
Oh, my bad. Something about the chick that's like the number 1 on his list. That's hot. It's like her costume is what?
Madonna. That's
Which
right.
album? Oh, the...
From the book, actually.
The book.
Which page?
Oh, which page? Yeah. I'll be over after my Joey gets home.
Good Lord. Oh, boy.
Huh.
Then we get a little ding-dong. We got some trick-or-treaters. And Matt is a little judgmental about the costumes here.
You call that a Tin Man? I wore lead paint and was sick for 3 days when I did it.
Did you go all out for a costume ever?
Yeah, my ninja costume.
Oh.
Yeah, remember Klondike?
That's all you ever dressed up as.
Yeah, Ninja Power Ranger. No, like I've always wanted to, but I've never done it.
Like gone all out?
Yeah. What about you? Have you ever went all out?
Not as far as one could go, I suppose. I definitely did the face paint before, and sometimes it gets a little itchy. That is true.
Yeah, I remember you doing face paint when I drove you and Brandon to an ICP concert.
That's right.
Yeah.
And it seemed to affect Brandon a little bit.
Did it?
Yeah. I mean, he washed it off as soon as we got there.
Oh, really? Because it was bothering him?
Yeah. But I had it all night. All night.
You're the true fan.
Fago, splashing upon myself.
Yeah. Brandon.
Just a lovely evening.
Brandon and I were sitting over in the corner while you're up there on front. We're just sitting there. We're not even listening to ICP. We're just looking at juggalettes.
I'm Midnight Agent Raw.
And I'm Okame.
We are the Super Media Bros Podcast.
Each week, we give a comedically informative take on movies,
Music,
television,
video games,
and much more.
Put your shades on and listen to all episodes on supermediabrospodcast.com, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you listen to your podcasts.
Yeah,
Shades on!
we're off.
I might be needing a place to live if, she listens to this episode.
Probably. Then we see Andy and Joey, and they're finally at the mall. I'm guessing this is some kind of what you spoke of on a prior episode about, what'd you call it, an autumn splash or something?
Yeah, it's
Or
like
maybe it's a trunk or treat gimmick, although I didn't see cars in the mall, of course. But
yeah, it's he takes Andy to this thing in the mall where it's a gathering of like trick or treaters, and they're hanging out, checking out their candy. I guess it's like a little social thing.
Mm-hmm. I think trunk or treat killed Halloween.
I don't like the idea of a trunk or treat. I do like what I talked about in a previous episode, the autumn splash idea. Because it's fun. You get to go out, you get to do things.
Mm-hmm.
Trunk or treat is just
I would do that like the week of or the weekend of the Halloween or just fall in general, and leave Halloween alone. You do the old school trick or treating. Everyone decorates and has a great time.
Does anybody trick or treat anymore though?
I think it's all trunk or treat or nothing at all. I know damn well no one, at least around here, decorates for Halloween, and it saddens me greatly.
Well, that's your favorite holiday, right?
Yes. And I remember when I was growing up, everyone would decorate.
Let me
go all out.
Let me ask you, and this isn't me shitting on you at all, okay?
Okay.
But I know how you are.
Okay.
I know how much effort you put into things.
Uh-huh.
You own your own house, right?
Sure.
Are you going to decorate for Halloween?
Oh, yeah.
Are you going to go out, spend the money for everything to put up?
Oh, fuck yeah.
Are you really?
Oh, yeah. For Halloween? I'll probably just keep it up all year, let's be honest.
You probably would. You'd be like that motherfucker across from Hometown Pizza in town that has a Sinners Repent thing that's been up for 10 years.
That thing makes me laugh every time I see it.
Right? It's kind of like, okay, it was supposed to be funny, but this guy...
Was it supposed to be funny?
I don't know.
I think they're just a psychopath that lives there.
Could be.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. Just every Halloween, there's like one house per block, if that has any kind of decoration. I'm like, what happened?
It definitely seems like Christmas is the same way now. It seems like the festivities kind of died out.
Is everyone just fucking sad and poor now?
I don't know if it's so much that people are sad and poor. It's just that people aren't in such a hurry to kind of like put the stuff up. You know what I'm trying to say is because I guess it might have been a competition back in the day to one up your neighbor or something. Does that make sense?
I can see that, sure.
But like people aren't so interested in such like superficial things anymore. Like it makes more sense to concentrate on planning the gathering that occurs inside the home rather than working on the outside. And
oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah.
But I'm going to call bullshit on people not being into superficial things.
Yeah. Because, I mean, it's probably the fact that, like, people just don't give a shit anymore because, like, we are...
Because they probably just want a better iPhone or something.
Yeah, like I was...
Decoration.
Yeah, like, because Black Friday starts at, like, 3 a.m. now, right? On the Friday after Thanksgiving.
Yeah, pretty much.
And, like, you go into any retail store like Kroger or Walmart, Thanksgiving just gets passed over anymore. You go straight from Halloween to, like, Christmas. It's like people don't give a shit about Thanksgiving.
I already saw Christmas decorations up
for
sale.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
It's fucking June, dude.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, and another thing I think too is that like we are so like interconnected right now with like the internet and social media and everything. But we are also so like individualized now.
Mhm.
You know, because
Because of that.
yeah, because like 20 years ago, it's like you watch the same thing as everyone else does on TV.
Mhm.
Now it's like you go on YouTube, who has like billions of videos. You're going to watch the content that's specific to you, what you're looking for.
Mhm.
And the person next to you might look at something completely different. So it just leads to more individuality, and I think that's having an effect on people actually going out and trying to decorate their houses for like, you know, seasonal occasions like Halloween and Christmas. Sure. Help me out here.
I'm going to argue
Okay.
against your theory and say I would assume that more people would decorate so they can take pictures for Instagram or something to get their likes and follows and all this bullshit.
But if their faces aren't in it, do you think they're really going to put it up on their Instagram?
Does anybody post their faces? I always just see people, hey, here's my fucking plate. Here's what I had for dinner.
Oh,
Isn't
my
that
bad.
neat?
I just look up roided dudes on Instagram. So I have a skewed perception. It's not a sexual thing. It's an envy thing. You know?
Oh, Klondike. So we're at the mall with Joey and Andy. And Joey sends Andy off to his friends. And Joey's like, it's too bad they don't hand out candy for the big boys.
Yep. And then he looks over and he sees a fortune teller.
Yeah, very sexy fortune teller.
Yeah.
And he's like, maybe spoke too soon over here.
Never mind. So what happens next, Steven?
Well, he went over to talk to said fortune teller, and he goes on with this fakeness of saying he believes in the supernatural, and he feels a strong convergence of powerful women all around himself.
So, spoiler alert, you're watching this, right? Did you know that it was loot?
I thought it was pretty obvious from the get-go.
You know, I'm not sure I knew at the time.
Really?
Yeah.
Because I was surprised that they even had the big reveal when they did. I was like, well, how was it? How could you not tell?
Yeah, I mean, it was kind of being set up, right?
Yeah.
But I think as a kid, you don't really register that stuff.
Dumbass kids.
Yeah. All I care about is the candy and the Casper costumes.
Then we get the back and forth with the fortune teller, and she's going on like, hey, you're single, you work with your hands. So she's kind of getting it all down correct for the most part here.
Yeah.
Kind of convincing Joey, you know, this is kind of legit, right? She wants $10 more for more information for Joey here. He walks off. He's like, fuck all that noise. You ever been to a fortune teller or anything of that nature?
You know, I was about to ask you the same thing. I have, I've never been to a fortune teller. The most, the most fortune teller-esque thing I've ever done is shook an 8-ball at Cracker Barrel.
A Cracker Barrel?
Yeah.
Oh, you didn't have one?
I ain't gonna buy the motherfucker. Yeah.
I remember shaking them like in Walmart or something.
Yeah.
And they would always be sold, you know.
What about you? You ever been to a fortune teller?
No, and I refuse.
Why?
I don't want to find out bad news, man.
You think it's gonna be bad news?
Most likely.
Or you
That's
think
my life.
Or you think they're gonna look at you and be like, you know, if you put like 1/8 of the effort into something, you'll probably do really well for yourself.
I always expect it's going to be like, oh, well, I see here you got a fucking brain tumor. Or, well, let's see. Looks like you're going to die next week.
Yeah, like that's why I don't go. Because, you know, I know I'll get a thing like, you're going to die at 30.
I ain't trying to hear that shit.
No.
Let me be, well, as they say, what do they say?
I don't know what they say.
Ignorance, bliss.
Ignorance
there you
is
go.
bliss.
Yeah. Yeah, that's how I try to live my life, as you can tell from the show.
Ignorant as fuck.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, I don't know. They'd probably tell me, like, you're going to die at 30. Like, bitch, I'm overweight. I'm having chest pains. I'm balding. I know.
Yeah, what else you got?
You got anything better? Or can I have my money back? Or...
The quote-unquote fortune teller knows that Andy is a ghost/spider, and that's what convinces Joey to hear more.
Yeah.
So he eagerly pulls out the $10 here. Then we see Matt, right?
Yeah, it cuts back to Matt at the house.
And he gets egged. Yeah, egged.
Yeah, he's just giving people shit like, you want more candy, try a little harder next time.
Mm-hmm.
Blah, 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 back in my day, blah, blah, blah. And then gets egged, runs back into the house.
Yeah. Then we see Claire back at her party, and she's still explaining her costume to people. This woman in particular hates gum.
Yeah, she's like, I hate gum. I'm a dental hygienist.
Mm-hmm.
You like my country voice?
My ex-husband used to chew gum until he left me.
Yeah, now he doesn't chew any gum. How I would know that? I don't know, gum woman.
Then we jump back to the mall here, and we see Joey, and he's kind of getting tired of this, I think.
Yeah, he's right. And he's like, look, I paid you $10. And I didn't pay $10 to hear that I was the wet nurse for Benjamin Franklin. I'm out of here.
Yeah. That kind of got a laugh for the audience there. I didn't know if that was... I'm supposed to get that, or is that just a general ha-ha?
I think that's...
or I just said the joke was flat for me.
What they call in the showbiz canned laughing.
Ah.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Because they've never made the announcement that Brotherly Love is taped in front of a live studio audience. So it's just, they hit a button to laugh. That's the cue, and that's what trains you to laugh. But yeah, I mean, like, look, man, if I hadn't read A Song of Ice and Fire, what Game of Thrones is based off of, I would know what a wet nurse is. But a wet nurse is someone who isn't the mother of the child who breastfeeds the child.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
George R.R.
Winter is coming. Hopefully. God damn, I'm ready for those books.
I think it already came and went. It's kind of hot out there now.
Did I tell you I finished those books?
No.
Not the books, because they're not finished in writing. How can I finish the show?
Yeah.
Yeah, I finished the show.
Did you love it?
I mean, we can talk about it on another pod, because I'm sure we got 5 more down the
That sounds like a discussion for hashtag off the tracks at off the tracks pod. Go check that out. Then we see some college fellas. And they come up to the door. They're trying to go trick-or-treating.
They legit make me feel a little bit better about myself, because they're wearing like college sweaters and...
Yeah, Trenton Tech.
Yeah, they look like they're 30.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like 29, and I'm trying to finish my bachelor's degree, so I'm not too far behind here.
Yeah, you're okay.
Yeah.
You'll be fine.
Yeah.
You'll be alright.
I'm like John Belushi. Bluto. An Animal House.
Well, probably not.
I wish.
Yeah. You'll get there. Keep drinking your tequila. Matt's not having any of this.
Yeah.
So you guys are too old, blah, blah, blah. And college boys just step right into the house there.
Yeah, that was kind of messed up, right? I got a Death Wish vibe from that. You ever seen Death Wish?
Yes.
Yeah, the old one?
Yes.
Yeah, where they just
I
come
did see
in.
the new one.
They come
Horrendous.
in, they kill the fucking mom, and they rape the daughter.
Yeah, it was wild. Which one was that?
I thought they were going to kill and rape Matt.
Which one was that?
The first one.
I couldn't keep track. I've watched at least 4 of them.
Yeah.
And I'm like, dude, stop getting girlfriends.
Yeah, I didn't watch any of them besides the first one. Because I felt like you didn't really need a sequel.
No. It didn't need 5 or 6 either.
Yeah, you're just like banking off the Charles Bronson, money train.
Yeah. But yeah, it's like after a while, like, dude, have you not learned your lesson?
Yeah. Stay away from people.
Yeah.
Just be an architect. Go out and kill criminals at night. And it's all good, brother.
There you go.
You ever seen Taxi Driver?
Yes.
Have you?
Yes.
I've never seen it.
Mm-hmm.
I want somebody to watch it with me.
Why?
I don't know.
You scared?
No, yeah. That fucking mole on Robert De Niro's face terrifies me. Welcome to Half Hour Haunts.
Then we got Lloyd, and he's all finished for work for the day.
He's finishing up the welding, I guess is what he was doing, because he had the welding stick and the mask, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
So he's going to go check upstairs, see if Matt listened to him with the divvying of candy.
He's like, bitch better have my candy.
Yeah. And he goes up there and he finds Matt, and he's covered in silly string and toilet paper and eggs and God knows what.
And he's hung up on the fucking outside of the entrance door.
Yeah. The Trenton Tech boys hung him up there because Matt didn't have any Zima for him.
That's a dated ass joke, isn't it?
Is it?
Zima?
Is it not around anymore?
Zima? No, brother. It went out in like 2008 or something like that.
What is Zima?
Zima?
I still haven't figured that out.
It's beer, bro.
I don't know if you could say that.
It's like a Smirnoff Ice.
Mm-hmm.
Just like a light alcohol fruity drink.
So I would like it.
I've never had it, but like I remember I was at my Uncle Timmy's like July 4th party, and I remember this like young 20-somethings girl getting drunk off like 12 of them. She just kept setting them in the float in the pool.
Okay.
So that's how I remember Zima.
I have to assume I would like it. I'm sure it doesn't quite compare to a what's my favorite drink?
Black Velvet.
No, not Black Velvet. Breeze.
Oh yeah,
Summer
Palm Breeze.
Palm Breeze, yes.
I was gonna say Arbor Breeze, but
fantastic. I can't find them anymore. Maybe they want the way of Zimas.
It was introduced in 1993. It was marketed as an alternative beer, an example of what is now often referred to as a cooler. Which is what I guess Palm Breeze would be, like a fruity beverage.
Wine cooler.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So they took all the candy, and let's just say Lloyd is pissed.
Yeah.
So he's got his whole welder garb on.
Yeah.
And he's roaming the streets in a, like, Jason-ish kind of way here. Scaring the hell out of kids.
Yeah, he actually bumps into Joey, right?
Yeah.
What does Joey say to him?
Nut?
Yeah.
And
Yeah, the
like,
way you nut, and he's like, no, thank you. And he keeps walking with the welding gear.
Then we see Joey, and he's beginning to open up a little bit here to the fortune teller about his trip to a petting zoo once upon a time.
There was a black bunny. I fell in fucking love with it.
And Joey's crying his eyes out here, getting all weepy. He liked that bunny, I guess.
Yeah.
They had a moment.
Yeah.
Then he's like, I gotta stop with the emotions here. Gotta get out of here. Take Andy home. So he grabs any old ghost he sees and takes it home.
Yeah. Not only does
and this is where he bumps into Lloyd.
Not only is he like, he just pets it on the back like, time to go, sport. He picks that ghost up.
Yeah.
And like
just carries it all the way home.
Carries it home.
Yeah. Once they get home, they see Matt is still hanging there. Still hanging out.
Yep.
Then we see Mom, Claire. She meets a fella.
Yep.
What was he dressed as?
She didn't really meet a fella. She met a sock.
Well, yeah. He is the missing sock, and she knew that immediately. And he knew she was Gum. And the guy's like, how dumb are all these people?
You know,
very loud and clear for the whole party to hear.
Did looking back at this guy, and I have to ask you this question because you would probably know better than I would. Did Brotherly Love have a definite ending, or was he just kind of killed off?
I'm gonna say no.
No,
but I'm not sure. I don't really recall.
I feel like
they may have sold the garage, really, or
wow, that's sad.
Or I'm just making that up.
See, like this guy could have been the he could have been the clip on the potato chip bag that his brotherly love, closing it up and ending it and putting it back in the cupboard.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because what did this guy do as a living?
I don't know.
Oh, I want to say, I keep wanting to say podiatrist, which is like somebody who works with like athletes with like knee down stuff, like calves, like ankle mobility, and like I'm oversimplifying it, but like if I'm remembering correctly, but like I've had a few TNTs by now, but it seemed like they could have used this guy to close out the show whenever they wanted.
Why would his job matter?
Because what I'm getting at is he's probably making a lot of money in his position.
There you go.
Shop's getting ready to close down because they can't make any money. Dude invests into the money, invest into Roman, mechanical works or whatever the place is called. And ends up marrying Claire. Joey is like, well, all right, I'm going to hit the road for hay, but I'm coming back because, my family's here. Rides off into the sunset.
There has been slight rumblings as of late about the Lawrence brothers doing something together here.
Doing something together or doing brotherly love together?
Not brotherly love, I don't think.
Oh, okay.
So, we'll see. They do have a third movie they need to make.
Oh, to
Horse Sense, Jumping Ship.
Jumping Ship, yeah.
And I think there's supposed to be another one.
Gotta finish that 3-act play, huh?
Yeah. Wonderful movies, dude.
I don't remember Jumping Ship. I remember Horse Sense, though.
We'll find some excuse to see it. Sounds like a Patreon exclusive for something. Or maybe an Off the Tracks episode.
Yeah.
Mom, Sock, yeah. Alright, we're back at home. Joey finally finds out that Andy, he isn't Andy. So it's Emma.
Yeah.
Actually.
Turns out Joey brought a Huxtable home.
Is it really?
She looks like a little girl that would belong in like Dr. Huxtable's home.
Okay. She didn't say anything because her parents told her not to talk to strangers. So,
but yes, she she lets him carry him home in Philadelphia of all places.
Yeah, right.
Got to be tough to live there.
So
I don't know if anybody gets that, but
what was it?
Got to be tough to live there.
Tell me more.
You remember? I don't know if I talked about it on this one. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and tell the story, but it's probably on Board Meets World. So if you heard the story before, skip ahead 5 minutes about me talking about the truck driver. Yeah. But anyways, so I worked as a security guard for a little bit. Had a truck driver come in from Philadelphia. He told me a story about when you get to Philadelphia, right, with your truck driving load, you gotta go into a gated area to drop your, to stop for the night. Because if you try to just stop anywhere, people will come, kill you, and take your load and hawk that shit for money.
Oh my god!
And I was like, oh my god, that's awful. And then the truck driver looks at me and he's like, you gotta be tough to live there.
That was worth it. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Everyone send your thanks to Kyle over at Half Hour Haunts.
Yeah, Klondike Kyle, thank you.
So Joey's going to take her back to the mall, try to find Andy. They see Matt still hanging there.
Yes, my landscapers showed up.
I'm sure everyone can hear it, probably. Emma asks for some candy. They ain't got none. She sprays Matt with some more silly string. And they just leave Matt hanging. Is anyone going to get Matt down from this?
Yeah, somebody needs to help Matt out here, man. He took one for the team. He's not hanging out with pseudo Madonna. He's hanging out at home to watch the fort. To making sure the Trenton heathens don't come in and take the place over and steal his vanilla water. See that? That's some fucking deep cut brotherly love knowledge right there.
Then we see the college guys, Trenton Tech fellas.
Yeah. They're at the mall too.
They're celebrating what they did to Matthew. Up until we see a Jurassic Park-esque scene with the coffee on the table, and you see it shaking.
Shaking, yeah.
Because Lloyd's on his way.
Yeah.
And he's there, and they're scared.
Yeah.
And how could you not? fella of
man,
that size.
6'2", like
this
fucking
garb.
welding behemoth coming towards you for candy.
We see Joey freaking out on the sidewalk as he's running towards the mall. As Lloyd is taking the college kids to the house at the same time, they bump into each other.
Which is brilliant. Joey's
like, oh my god, I gotta get that Andy. And the college guys, oh my god, like, because of Lloyd, right? Which I appreciate good, like, writing and scenes like that, you know what I mean? Top notch.
Yeah, it was definitely, I don't know what you call it either, but, like the crossing paths twice in an episode like that.
Mm-hmm.
And being unaware of what's transpiring with the other party.
Yeah.
I'm sure our teacher listener would know what I'm talking about, but
if she listens. Fingers crossed. Hope somebody's listening.
Hope so. You're our number one fan.
Then we see Matt again, right? As he's egged once again, I believe, because he has no candy still.
Yeah. Candy was stolen, and he just gets pelted with eggs.
We're at the mall. Joey sees the fortune teller. He's like, I'm here for my lost brother. She's like, Andy? And he's like, you were too good.
Yeah. He pauses for a minute in disbelief, and he's like, you are too good.
The kid sees her dad, runs to each other. They both do the ghostly swap here. Make sure it's who it's supposed to be underneath the sheet. And everything is A-okay.
That guy, he may or may not have been a player for the Philadelphia Eagles.
He looked very familiar.
Right? He had that kind of face.
Mm-hmm. I've definitely seen him on something.
Plus he was wearing like an Eagle windbreaker.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Interesting. Then we see the college boys back at the, I guess Roman home. I was going to say Lawrence, but I guess in the show
it's Roman, brother.
And Lloyd's got them cleaning up. They got Matt down, doors all clean. Lloyd says, I hope you learned a lesson, and tosses them each one little treat. So it's pretty good.
Yeah.
They apologize to Matthew. And Matt's like, hey, it's alright. What's Halloween if you can't have a little fun, huh? Ain't that the truth?
Yep. And then they invite him to go to the party that's been discussed since the opening of the episode.
Mm-hmm. I believe now is where we see that The Sound of Music is on TV next.
Yep. And Mo's like, I've called him Mauve like forever. Lloyd is like, gotta go home. I'm not having any of this shit, Andy.
Then everyone's back at home. It's all good. Mom comes in. She says she met a sock, which I would be like, you gotta explain, Mom. I don't understand.
Or if I'm her sons and stepson, I'm like, good for you, Mom. As long as you got out.
Yeah.
I don't care what you met.
You met something. Good job.
I'm surprised you met anything with that dumbass gimmick of a outfit. But
I thought you liked it.
I love it.
Yeah.
I want some more of it.
We get a little good night here, and then Joey's off to bed, and he goes down to the garage, which I guess is his bed. I don't know. And then what does he see in the office?
Well, he walks into the office, and he sees a cage there that contains a little black bunny.
Yep.
Because I don't think we discussed this, but after Joey makes the exchange with the potential Philadelphia Eagles player, we see the fortune teller. She pulls the sash off her mouth. Lo and behold, it's Lou. So she remembers all this, plants a little black bunny in the Roman mechanics business office.
Of course she would be able to get in there because she's Lou.
Yeah, she works there.
Yeah. So Joey's like, have we met? And then we see back upstairs, there's a ringing of the bell. And Matthew is once again hung up on the door.
Yeah, Claire answers the door, and Matt is back from the party, and his good friends from Trenton Community College have
Trend Tech.
Trent Tech. Sorry,
Give them some respect.
I think technical school, community college, same thing, interchangeable. But they have
Piss Ass 101. Huh?
Yeah. If y'all don't get that, you need to go back into our other podcasts and look for it.
Yeah. And that's the end.
That's it.
Once Claire says, "Hey, I know what costume you are. You're a door knocker." Haha. And that wraps it up with the ending with the Roman/Lawrence brothers giving us all a happy Halloween and a Halloween warnings about.
Well, that was the ending, and then we for the after credits scene. Well, not after credits, but you know how like these 90s sitcoms would have like the break with the first ending,
Mm-hmm.
and they would have a after like second ending. We get a PSA from the Lawrence brothers about like.
That's literally what I was just explaining.
I know, but you didn't say the post thing.
Oh, my apologies.
Yeah, you gotta break that shit up, bro.
Well, then what did they say?
Well, no, fuck it. You were like getting butthurt about me taking your spot. Go for it.
Nope, not gonna do it.
They talk about like don't talk to strangers during trick or treating, and have a good time. There you go.
And they call them jawbreakers for a reason.
Yeah. And then Mo is over there in the.
It's Lloyd, but
Did I call him Mo again?
you sure did.
Look, bro, we got to look up where I'm getting Mo from.
Mo Tibbs from Smart Guy, probably.
I guess because they look a lot alike, you know.
A younger fella,
But yeah,
a lot huskier, balding fella. Yeah, I can see it.
but Lloyd's laying on the couch in the business office of Roman Mechanics, and he's like, all right, I get it, as he's clutching his jaw.
Yes. And that is the end for that episode. Kyle, I would say, do you have any additional notes? But I see your page is blank.
Yeah, the only thing I've got here is my header, which is like Half Hour Haunts number 3, Brotherly Love Witchcraft. So,
Very good.
I have
Any off the top of your nog?
Nah, brother.
All right.
This has been the 3rd episode of Half Hour Haunts. We hope you
Well,
enjoyed
we're
it.
not sure if it's the third, but once again,
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
it's okay. Yeah, I hope you liked it. Did you like it?
I was into it.
I liked Brotherly Love a lot.
Yeah.
Did you like it better than the Goosebumps?
I did. Because I'm not a big Goosebumps mark. If people have listened to 1 and 2.
What the hell are you doing over there?
Brother, I'm ready to close up shop here.
All right, yeah, this has been Half Hour Haunts. Once again, you can follow us at Half Hour Haunts on Twitter. Leave us a review on the iTunes if you would like, and we'll see you next week for whatever is up next.
Yep. Stay scared.
Boo!